Heimo Korth, the legendary frontiersman featured on The Last Alaskans, has become one of the most fascinating figures ever portrayed on reality television. Known for his rugged lifestyle and determination to survive in the unforgiving wilderness of Arctic Alaska, Korth has captivated audiences with his resilience, self-reliance, and deep respect for nature. Yet long before millions of viewers discovered him on television, people had already been warned about Heimo Korth. They said his way of life was too extreme, too dangerous, and nearly impossible to sustain in the modern world. Few believed anyone could endure what he chose willingly. But we didn't listen, and now his story stands as both inspiring and heartbreaking. Born in Wisconsin, Heimo Korth was not raised in Alaska's brutal wilderness. He was an ordinary young man who felt an extraordinary pull toward a life far removed from cities and conveniences. That decision would eventually lead him to Alaska's Arctic National Wildlife Refuge, one of the most remote and challenging places on Earth. Here, temperatures often plunge to deadly lows. Storms strike without warning, and the land offers no mercy. Those who warned us about Korth insisted that no one could survive that kind of isolation indefinitely. But not only did he survive, he built a life there. Korth and his wife Edna became pioneers of the modern age, living much as homesteaders did generations ago. Hunting, fishing, and trapping were not hobbies for them. They were lifelines. Every winter's survival depended on preparation, hard work, and respect for the land. To outsiders, their lifestyle looked impossible, even reckless. Many said it would end in tragedy. Yet year after year, Korth defied the odds, showing that with knowledge, grit, and determination, one could carve out a meaningful life even in the harshest of environments. Still, those warnings weren't entirely wrong. Life in the Alaskan wilderness has taken its toll. Heimo and Edna suffered heartbreaking losses, including the tragic death of their daughter in a river accident. This pain revealed the devastating risks that came with the life they had chosen. The wilderness gave them peace, but it also delivered unbearable sorrow. It was a reminder that while the lifestyle may seem romantic or adventurous from afar, it is filled with challenges that most people could never endure. When The Last Alaskans introduced viewers to Heimo Korth, audiences were both amazed and unsettled. Here was a man who lived outside of time, a modern-day frontiersman who embodied a way of life long thought extinct. His soft-spoken wisdom, deep love for his family, and unmatched survival skills made him a fan favorite. Yet even as millions admired him, they could not ignore the truth behind the warnings. Korth's way of life demands sacrifices few would be willing or able to make. At his core, Heimo Korth represents something we've lost in today's world, a connection to nature, to silence, and to simplicity. He reminds us that humans are capable of surviving without the luxuries we take for granted, but also that such survival comes with unimaginable costs. The warnings about him weren't just about physical danger. They were about the emotional and spiritual toll of living on the edge of civilization. Today, Heimo Korth's legacy stands as a testament to human endurance. The warnings may have been meant to scare us away from his path, but instead they highlight just how extraordinary his achievements are. While most of us could never follow in his footsteps, we can still admire the courage it took to live by choice in a world so raw and unforgiving. We didn't listen to the warnings, and because of that, we discovered a story that continues to inspire, haunt, and humble us.